So in this video, I am going to show you how we can connect WPX domain with FlexiFunnels. Okay? So first of all, I've connected all the domains. This is a like hosting platform, so if you have connected your domain with WPX, and how we can integrate it with FlexiFunnels, I am going to share the step-by-step process. So first of all, you have to log in to your WPX account as well as your FlexiFunnels account. Okay? This is the WPX account that I opened, and in this you will see this edit DNS. No matter whatever that you're told that you are using it, you have to go in the DNS zone editor if you're going to connect your domain with FlexiFunnels, okay? Because the name and a name mapping, both the mapping has to be done on the DNS. So the DNS is a keyword that you have to keep in mind. So from wherever the platform that you have bought your domain, this is the keyword that you have to keep in mind, okay? This is the very first step. Now what we are going to do, I have selected this one of the domain, which is surabatnagar.in. Now I'm going to add a new record. I'm going to add a new domain inside this WPX, and then I have to connect the same domain on the FlexiFunnels. So let's go first of all FlexiFunnels. In the FlexiFunnels, so in this you have to log in to your FlexiFunnels account. Second step, then you have to click on the settings button. Once you log in, you will see at the top right hand side corner, which is settings. Click on it, and in this you have to click on the domains button. Once you click on the domain part, let's add a new domain. Let's take the example of pleximaster.surabatnagar.nugar. This is a specific instance we are looking at. So, in this particular case, pleximaster.surabatnagar.nugar is the entity we are referring to and discussing in detail. So this is my domain, and this is the subdomain that I have added. So what I am going to do, I will click on the add domain over here. So in this, if you can see the name, it's copy this name, and what you have to do, which is going inside the WPX platform. And in this, we have to add a new record. So what we are going to do, we are going to add a name mapping. So you have to select the type, which is name. Then you have to add a host, which is Pleximaster, that I have just added it, and the third one is a target. So what is the target in this? Which is target.plexizel.net. Again, copy it, and what you need to do, just click over here and add it the value. Once you are going to add this value, just click on the save record. So this is the simple step that you have to follow in order to add a record inside your WPX and the domain over here. Now you have to cancel it, and you will see this button over here, which is click to verify. Now, a few more steps that you have to do before clicking onto this one. So let's see whether this domain is propagated or not means that in all the location, whenever someone opens this domain, so whether it's fully SSL secured or not. Whether it's properly visible in all the location or not, that we are going to check. So there is one tool by the name of DNS Propagation Checker, and you can also search it directly on the Google, which is whatsmydns.net. So now I'm just copying and pasting, which is pleximaster.surabatnagar.in. And this is a name mapping. Now what you need to do, click on the search button, and now you can see this is target.plexisssl.net, which is propagated in mostly all the location. So what we are going to do, we are going to click on this click to verify button. So once you click onto the click to verify button, it will be added to your FlexiFunnels account. So what are the steps that we have done it? First of all, we have opened the WPX account and FlexiFunnels account. We have to go inside the FlexiFunnels account. Then we have to add a domain, which is by the name mapping. Then we have to add a record, which is on the WPX, that you have to select the domain inside the DNS, and once you're going to add it, you can see this. It will be visible like this over here, okay? And now you have to copy this domain and check it whether this domain is properly propagated or not. So you have to search it over here, the type name, which is name, then click on the search button, and once you are searching this thing, you will see the target.plexizelnot.net, which is propagated in mostly all the location, and it will be propagated after some time. Those were showing the cross button. So what needs to be done after this, which is clicking onto the click to verify, and it will take like 10 to 48 hours, 10 minutes to 48 hours. Usually it will be like a few minutes as well. It will be secured, and it will provide the SSL certificate on your domain. Now, the another one step over here is two more important steps over here. So for example, if you are going to add directly your surabatnagar.com or a direct domain. So what needs to be done in this WPX, which is the another record that you have to add it, which is a record, and in this you have to select the A record. You have to add a record, and there is a value by the name of this, which is 37.16021, and you have to click on the A record. I have already added, that's why I am not going to add it, But this is how you have to add the A record while you are directly integrating your core domain with the FlexiFunnels, okay? Otherwise, if you're going to add it over here, it will show you the values as well and the A record, the same value that you have to add it inside the A record. Okay. Last but not the least over here, which is the home page. So how you are going to set up the home page on this domain as well. So for example, let's say you have created some of the pages in your account and you have to set it up and you want to set it up any of the page with this domain. So what you are going to do, you will see this edit button over here. Click on the edit part and you will see default page. You can set a specific page as a default page or you can say as a home page, okay? Now you have to select it in the drop down. I am going to select it any of the page, and whatever the page that you have created, if you want to select it, you can just go over here, select that page, and click on the save button. Once you are going to do this, it will take like 5 to 7 minutes around, and after that, all the pages, after that, this specific domain will be mapped on that page that you have created in your FlexiFunnels account. So this is how the whole setup will be while you are going to connect your domain via name mapping, and how you can set it up, your homepage, within the FlexiFunnel itself. So this is all about the WPX connection with FlexiFunnels. That's it. If you have any queries, if you have any queries apart from this, you can also connect with the chat support team. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.